Greetings there again. Right, this is another story from another taxi story from the past. Right, this is a story of courage and valour. Now, what happened was years and years ago. I mean, I'd only been taxi driving a few years. They used to have a thing called, because obviously I started off doing nights, night time. I ended up doing days anyway. But what used to happen, if ever a driver was in trouble, for whatever reason, could have been a customer or anything like that, serious trouble, they would call what's called a 13. And I remember thing is about a 13, what had happened was they'd call it over the radio, oh, there's a 13 here, whatever address it was, and then all the drivers in the area would come to the driver's aid, who whatever the problem was. Anyway, a couple of times when it had happened, I just didn't like. I hate it because the thing is about a 13, you never actually knew what you was driving into. I mean, to be honest, 9 times out of 10, whenever you got there, nothing ever happened. There'd be a pile of taxis all piled up everywhere, and nothing. Normally, what had happened had normally sorted. Normally, it was someone wouldn't get out the taxi, or someone, refusing to pay, or something like that. Anyway, this one particular night, I was driving around. I'd gone round Millmead, and all of a sudden, a 13 came over with a thing, and I thought, oh God, here we go again. A wave of anxiety came over me. Anyway, what made it even worse, it was only round the corner from where I was. So I was literally right on the doorstep of where the problem had occurred. So anyway, my heart was going, and sure enough, it was Jenny, her name was, the taxi driver in question, a woman. So you got even more reason to want to be there, to want to try and help them out. Not that I liked it. Anyway, so sure enough, drove up, I got about just turned around the corner, and I could see a car parked on the other side of the road. And I thought, oh God. So I slowly went past it, turned round, parked on the car, and as I parked, these two great big meatheads got out the car, like the size of the Rock, and started walking towards me. So I'd already got out of the car. I walked towards them. I thought, oh my God, I'm just going to have to bloody to thump one of them as I was going through. Anyway, well, sure enough, they walked either side of me, never touched me, walked straight past me. I thought, happy days. So anyway, I walked up to Jenny's car. I leaned over in the thing and I went, see how they shit themselves when I turned up. Anyway, as I look back like that, I look back and they'd got in my car. Oh no, what a nightmare. So now I had to go and deal with that. So sure enough, bloody I went over, opened the car door, and they said, oh, sorry about that, mate. It was just a little bit of a misunderstanding with that lady. Thanks for coming and picking us up. I thought, my God, I hadn't come to pick them up. Anyway, what had happened was, the reason why this had happened, there was no dramas, no problem. They was good as gold. Even gave me extra money when I dropped them off, to the dismay of everybody else. It wasn't that pleased. They said I shouldn't have taken them. But what I think had happened, I think one of them had obviously they were just going out on the beer. So obviously I think one of them had done a great big line, and like Charlie or something, and ended up was obviously got in the car, and it was obviously got a bit too much and wanted the window open. She refused to let him go, and that was it. That was it. I dropped him off, and that's the reason why she had called a 13, because they wouldn't get out the car. She tried to kick him out for that reason. Silly little story, but there you go.